I do agree with though people that say that like when England do go through the qualifying rounds to get to a tournament, it's comfortable, isn't it? The groups we have are comfortable. You're never gonna struggle in them groups. You could play your 11 subs that you've got, and we'd still probably top the groups. And more than likely the talent we've got. But I just think as well that Jamie, you definitely agree with me. We spoke about this in the past. What could another manager do with his players? What could Pep do with all these players?
No, but Pep's not going to take over England, is he?
Why not? Not now. If Southgate leaves next summer, he won't take over then. But he does want to manage international football. Wouldn't surprise me if he one day.
Spain manager.
How do you know?
Well, because it's his country. That's where he's from. He's. I don't. Why would you want to take over a national team?
Why not? I don't know.
No, I mean,
I don't think England will go down that route. But imagine what Pep could do with these players.
I think Eddie Howe could do a great job with this England team. I think he absolutely could. I think he's probably the best manager we've had, though. Certainly in my lifetime, Gareth Southgate. You can't get away from the fact.
Of course.
Semi-final, finals. Great football, talented squad, and he's brought everyone together.
Of course.
Let's get more ahead of tonight's game and speak with talkSPORT's GOAT of live football. He absolutely is, Adrian Durham. Right, Dad?
Adrian, good morning.
Both doing you all right?
Yeah, good, Aid. Look, absolute pleasure, mate, to speak to you. I normally speak to you at the end of a night when you've done a 5-hour show, so nice to actually get you on and speak to you. Look, talking about England tonight, Aid, it's obviously going to be a comfortable game for them, but where do you stand on Gareth Southgate?
I can't really believe what Gabby's just said. I mean, qualifying is easy, but that's because Gareth Southgate manages it so well. If you look at the qualifying group, for example, right, people think, we should sail through qualifying. There are 4 regular qualifiers in that group: England, Ukraine, Italy, North Macedonia. These have qualified for tournaments. One of them's won a tournament in recent past. So that's not an easy group, and we have absolutely sailed it with 2 games to go. You go down to another group, for example, like if you look at Switzerland, Romania, Israel, Kosovo, Belarus, Andorra, that's group I. That is easy. So I actually think we had a trickier group. We've made it look easy. He deserves some credit for it. When you were around in 07, Gabs, when we didn't qualify for the 2008 Euros.
With the players we've got available now, we should be getting through that group easily. It's an easy group, Adrian.
Well, and we have as well. So
of course, I'm saying we should be. For me, that's an easy group.
Pep, I mean, I'm a big Pep fan, but this is a guy who needs to have time with his players to get ideas across. Sometimes it takes a season with certain players to get there. Your mate Jack Grealish, for example. It takes him time. I love him, but I'm not entirely sure it's almost a lazy thing to say, right? Oh yeah, Pep would do a great job because he's won the league 5 times in 6 years. Come on. Give Gareth Southgate some credit, mate. Come on.
I've said Southgate's done well. Semi-final, final. I'm saying if he doesn't win a tournament next in the Euros, then he's obviously not going to carry on. What would Pep do with these players?
I think that when you go back to the conversation you were just having, and Faye was talking to him about playing Malta in his first game, it wasn't just the Iceland game, which was an absolute debacle. We were dreadful. It was embarrassing, humiliating. It was appalling. And then Sam Allardyce comes in, and after one game, he goes. So you've not just got the Iceland disaster, you've got what Sam Allardyce had done as well, and that disaster for England. He's rescued us from there and taken us to this point. You're right, though. We have to go and win a tournament for his legacy to remain intact. But the job he's done so far, I'm not sure there's many managers would have taken that on and done so well in a short space of time.
I totally agree with you, but sometimes then if he doesn't win a tournament, someone's got to come in and take us to that next level. Can someone? Can
he go to that next level, Wade? Do you think he's capable of being the next level?
I hope he can.
Do you know how hard it is, though, to win a tournament? We revere the Italian 90 side, the Euro 96 side. I'm working with Stuart Pearce tonight. He was in both those semi-finals. It's so hard. Only one team can win it. Should we be doing it with those players? Yeah, we've got some brilliant players. Do we have brilliant players in all positions? I'm not totally sure that's true. So those weak positions, for example, people might think, I'm a big Harry Maguire fan. Could we do with better centre-backs? Absolutely, yeah. I think John Stones needs to be fit. I think that's a must. Harry Maguire, we could possibly do with somebody better alongside John Stones. Maguire, for the time being, will do. He was the one who lost his man for the France winner in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. So that's a position where we could possibly be better. We've got some great players. It's about getting everything right within it. And it's not just saying, I heard Hugh Wozencroft in a clip there saying Raheem Sterling's wondering why such and such a player's in the team when they're not playing for their club. Well, what does he want to play centre-back, Raheem Sterling? I mean, he's having a laugh.
What's your take, though, Aid, on Sterling, though? Because he's not been involved. Do Do you think he should be? I think Faye said that he's missed 5 of the 5 squads now since the World Cup.
Something's gone on. And I think, in terms of the England management, I think we need to know what's gone on with Raheem Sterling. Sometimes they keep it very in-house. I do understand that. Something has happened. For Cole Palmer to be picked above him, I mean, that's a proper slap in the face. So I think that is an issue that we need to get out in the open. Somebody needs to say something. Otherwise, the speculation is going to go on and on and on. Raheem Sterling, as I understand it, didn't want to be in a certain squad. That's my understanding. And I think that stayed with Southgate.
I think we're getting a lot of messages through Adrian agreeing with me, to be honest, mate. Sorry, but who would you see if we he's
talking rubbish,
Adrian,
mate.
if we don't win the Euros next year, would you keep Southgate if you was to manage to make the big decision? Who would you bring in? Or would you try and get Eddie Howe? Or I know you're anti-Pep, but who would you bring in?
I love Pep. I just don't think he'd work in international football. I think he'd get bored and frustrated.
Half the team is ex-City players or current City players.
But he gets so bored and frustrated with them. Yeah. So in terms of like having them for 5 days every couple of months or so, can you imagine after this, we've got no games until March. Pep would go out of his mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I just can't. I'd love to think it would work, but no. Maybe we do need a change. I think Gareth Southgate will go. But the fact that we're sitting here talking about possibly winning the Euros next summer, when he took over, we just lost a manager after one game, and before that lost to Iceland, I think says everything about the brilliant job.
Adrian, with them players, mate, you could get us to a final. The players are outstanding. Come on.
Well,
Foden, Bellingham,
let's not go too
Rashford,
far,
Saka, Foden, Bellingham, Rice, Phillips. Like, come on, Chilwell, James, Trent, Walker, come on.
Listen, if Adrian took the England team, mate, they'd all get off because he's been hammering them for the last 10 years.
These players that we've got, come on.
It's not just a case of throwing players on the pitch. Everything has to be managed correctly. And
he's done that wrong in the Euros in the final and cost us. Not making the right changes.
Who did?
Gareth in the final.
Yeah, you could look at it that way. Or if he'd made changes, we might have actually lost it in 90 or 120. You don't know. You're talking very hypothetically. If you'd said to me in 2016 that England will be in finals and semi-finals in the next 10 years, I'd have laughed in your face. We were a joke. And he's turned a joke international team.
Of course. But look at the players that have come out.
Show some respect.
Look at the players that have come. You've got the Sakas, the Fodens, the Bellinghams have come out of nowhere. Like, these players are stars, world-class players. Manager now will look at that England squad and think, I want that job. Come on.
Absolutely.
I know Gareth's your mate. I know Gareth's probably your mate, Adrian, but come on.
He's not my mate at all. But let's see if anybody else can do a better job. First of all, let's see if he wins the Euros. If he doesn't, then give somebody else a go. I'm with you on that. No problem at all. Let's see how well that goes. Another thing you've got wrong this morning, by the way, Mo Salah on the right in the all-time Premier League 11.
Yeah.
Are you going to have
Did you all forget about Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Behave yourself, Adrian. How many seasons
was he here, Aid?
How many titles?
Oh, we're not going on titles. We're going on like goals, performances. Salah. 100%.
Oh, Ronaldo didn't score. Okay.
Well, longevity. Salah's got 200. Get out of here, Aid.
So we got Salah. He's not having Pep and he's not having Salah. Wow.
I know. Yeah, something going on here. Aid, what time do you start tonight?
And I've never been to Vegas either.
That sums you up.
I've been listening all morning. We start at 7 tonight, live from Wembley. Me, Stuart Pearce, Jim Proudfoot, Faker, others. Really looking forward to it. Yeah. It should be a formality. England are there already. But and here's another thing, by the way. Italy still haven't qualified. That goes down to the wire. They will need something in Germany against Ukraine on Monday. So
I told you it was an easy group.
One could be in.
Hey, top man, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Top man, Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian Durham there. He is the GOAT of live football.
You're scared to disagree with him?
Yeah, me?
You?
Oh, I love Aid.
He's a legend. I
just enjoyed him absolutely going to town on you there. It was
really? I think I made some great points. Yeah. And this Adrian's a legend, but I disagree with him. Yeah. That group of players, England should be winning tournaments. Look at the players you named out. Like, you know what I mean? You sprinkle Cole Palmer.
Do you think you could get to the final with this squad?
100%.
If you was a manager.
What? Okay, Bellingham, you sit next to Rice. Bellingham, you get forward. Rice, you've got to sit. Foden, you get on the half turn in the hole.
Is that your team?
Saka, Rashford or Grealish on the left. Harry Kane, do what you do.
Yeah.
Do better than you at Billericay.
Do what you do.
Do what you do. Put the ball in the back of the net.
Be 3-0 down at half time against Malta with him in charge.
Hard group.
Right,
Hard group.
get your calls in on that. You want to talk about it? 03717 223344. Do you agree with Gabby or Adrian?
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.